In this video I'll be showing you how to replace a window regulator, how to install power locks, and how to remove the glass from a door. Okay, the first step is to remove the door panel. To remove the door panel, you first have to remove any screws or anything that may interfere with taking off the door panel. For my car, I have the window crank, which I already have loose. In order to take the window crank off on this car, there's this little metal piece which goes in, and you have to take a flathead screwdriver and push it to the back and pop the clip out, and then you can just pull that off. Alright, and then also the door handle, which has one Phillips head screw, which I've already taken out, so now that can be taken off. And then it'll have a little metal piece which is attached to it. And the way you would take that out is this little plastic piece will be attached to that, so you gotta take a flathead screwdriver and very carefully pop that off. But you want to be careful because these can very easily be broken. Take. And then next was the door cup, which had one Phillips head screw at the top. So take that off. And then over here there's another screw, which is a little plastic Phillips head screw. And that's all that holds this door panel back. So the next step would be to pop the door panel off. And to do that, you could either use a big flathead screwdriver or use a plastic prying tool if you want to be careful not to damage anything. But I just pull it off. And push it up. And that's all there is to that. Alright. And now the next step would be to either cut or completely remove this plastic. Okay, the next step is to remove the glass from the door. In order to do that on this car, you have two bolts you have to loosen, which are 10mm. Okay, one is down there, and the other one's over there. So to get to them, you first have to lower the glass, and first you'd lower it so that you can see the bolt in this hole, loosen it, then you'd have to lift it up a little bit to be able to fit a socket to loosen that one. Okay, after you do that, also don't completely remove the bolt, just loosen it, because all you have to do is slide this piece over and you pull it away from the bolt, and do that, it'll be free from the glass. And then to remove it, take the glass, you have to twist it at an angle, and you're gonna have to play around a little bit and pull this back a little, and then you'll be able to lift out the glass. Okay, now the next step is to remove the regulator. To do that, you'll want to roll it up a bit, move that. Then you'll have to remove the bolts that hold it on. There's one here, one here, and there's one here, and there's one there that I already took out. And for these two, you don't have to completely remove them because they have these bigger holes up here which you can push the regulator up and then pull it out with the bolts already in there. So I'll do that right now. It can be a bit difficult to take out. But it's not too hard. So that's it. There's the window regulator. Okay, next I'll show you how to install power locks. Here's the power locks unit. Okay, here's the little actuator that locks and unlocks the doors. When you put this in, you'll first have to get this little plastic piece to fit through that hole, and then you'll tighten the screws. For this particular actuator, it uses 3 Phillips head screws which go here, here, and here. So first thing you have to do is remove this bolt. That's for one of the window tracks. So after you move that, it'll be loose so that you can get to everything. This may be a bit difficult to see, but that's where the actuator goes. So you fit it in just like that. It's difficult to see, but when you get to it, you should be able to see how to do it. Before installing the window regulator, you should grease all the moving parts of the regulator. Here's a picture that illustrates where grease should be applied on the front window regulators. And here's a picture which illustrates where grease should be applied on the rear regulators. You should use white lithium grease on the window regulators and silicone grease or spray for the window tracks. Don't use any other type of grease besides silicone grease in your window tracks, as other types of grease can damage the rubber in your window tracks. Remember that this video is meant to be a basic guide, and you should always do research before working on your car. Thanks for watching.